that truck just spawned out of nowhere. Anyway. Where'd that green car go? Where'd that white car come from? I'd better get on the road here. The cars, they just disappear. They appear out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video, this is day 31 of the Realistic Economy series. I'm back here in Kirksville, Missouri, where I've just picked up a load of cotton lint heading down to Pine Bluff. Why Pine Bluff? Because I'm on my way back to New Orleans. There's a trailer down there that I need to get to, so let's get started. So yeah, I made the decision that since, first of all, Illinois is not coming out for a couple more weeks in my world. Of course, it'll just be next week for you, but anyway. Yeah, I decided that I am headed back. I'm going to head back to New Orleans. And the reason is I've decided that I am going to buy that truck just spawned out of nowhere. Anyway, I've decided that I am going to buy a lowboy trailer, and I am going to use that in Illinois. Where'd that green car go? Where'd that white car come from? I'd better get on the road here. Cars, they just disappear. They appear out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Now, this is actually my second recording of day 31. By the way, this is day 31 of the Realistic Economy series. And, well, the reason I'm re-recording is because I wasn't happy with the first attempt. I mean, nothing went wrong with it. It's just that, well, nothing went right. First of all, I got confused and started the day at 8 o'clock instead of 7, which meant that I didn't get the load picked up until 8:30 something, nearly 9 o'clock. And it was also going to Pine Bluff, but it was going to take too long, and I wasn't going to make it. And it ended up being split. I finished the job on Tuesday. And that would have been fine. I would have been, hey, that's the Street View cam car. Haven't seen that in a while. But anyway, I was going to finish the job in the Tuesday video in the game Tuesday, and then get another job, and that job would have paid $3,000, which technically would have been enough for 2 days anyway. If I'm going for $1,500 a day, this job is actually $1,600 by itself, but I just didn't like some of the things about that video, and I decided to just delete it and start over. and that's something that I can do. And here up ahead is a Volvo dealership, which is interesting, and well, might as well go ahead and fill you in with some creative storytelling. That is, I talked to the people at the SCS Bank, and they told me that I absolutely cannot trade this Mac in and get a Kenworth or a Peterbilt, which is kind of what I'd planned. I'd kind of thought about a Peterbilt or a Kenworth, and they told me no. And the reason is they want a truck that they can easily track, and one that's got a record of safety. And well, Volvo has lots of gadgets and gizmos and beepers and all kinds of sensors. So I'm actually going to pull in here not to buy a truck, but I do need to stop in quickly and check on this truck's maintenance. But yeah, the plan is while I am in New Orleans, I'm going to get a lowboy trailer, and I'm going to have a new Volvo truck delivered to me when Illinois comes out and the new Volvo VNL is released. Okay, well, it turns out that my truck did not need any service at all. So that's good. SCS Bank will be happy to know that I've kept the truck in good working order. That'll really help out with potential buyers of the truck, because before I can afford to buy a Volvo, I'll have to find somebody to buy this one. The other thing about that is that I am going to have to, well, I'm going to have to make quite a bit of money to make sure that between selling this truck and the money I have in the bank, I'll have enough money to buy the new VNL. Of course, haven't seen a price on the new VNL because it's not in the game yet, but it's supposed to come with Illinois, so basically everything I did last week as far as leaving Louisiana, coming all the way up here to Missouri, was pointless because I'm going back to Louisiana. And I'll be staying there all week. I won't be going north again until Illinois is released. I learned my lesson. Don't rely on my hunch for when DLCs will be released. Yeah. Don't do that. But that does mean that I will be selling both the truck and the trailer, and that's kind of sad because the trailer came with the garage. keeping the garage, but trailer going away. The Louisiana sheriff that left the trailer there at the garage before he went missing in the swamp, searching for an alligator poacher. Oh, it was a good trailer, and I'll miss it. But well, it's time for some new cargo types that you can get with a lowboy that you can't get with a flatbed. Although now that I think about it, I think this is the first time I've hauled cotton. What is it? Cotton something? Fabric? Wool? I can't remember what it was. I would check the F6 menu, but you know, no F6 or F7. Try to get around these slower moving trucks here. I mean, I may be limited to 65, but come on. Why are you staying around 63 or 64? But yeah, this job is going to pay $1,600, which is a pretty good amount for a single day's job. Or a single job's days, single job, you know what, well, I got it. Almost missed the exit, but everything worked out fine. Maybe if I had been paying more attention to the map and less attention to trying to figure out what I was saying. What was I talking about? Okay, so another thing is that I am using the Creech bomb. I don't know how to pronounce it. This may be an episode of how to mispronounce your favorite modder's name. I am using that new engine sound pack 5.0, and it kind of makes the Mac's engine brake sound a little gravelly, but it's not too bad, and kind of like it better than the old base game Mac engine sound. It didn't actually change the engine. The mod itself replaces the base game engine sound. So it's the same engine. The only difference is the sound that we hear. One thing I did notice is that at the beginning of the day, the air tanks were low, which is part of the reason why I wanted to check maintenance of the truck, and it turns out that was fine, but the air tanks were low, and I couldn't disengage the air brakes on the truck, and when I tried to, instead of just saying you can't do that, there was this weird feedback sound. So I don't know if that's a bug with the engine sound pack, or if it was a bug with 1.58, or, well, most likely it's a bug with the engine sound pack, but I don't know. I haven't really tested to see if it does that without any mods installed. if you ever come here in ATS, make sure you look around downtown. You might find some interesting things, of course, related to the famous Mark Twain. And that's one of the things I talked about in the original Day 31 video that I decided to delete is Mark Twain. Interesting guy, of course, famous writer Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Grew up around riverboats and went into writing, went out west, and traveled all over the country, saying funny things, and still famous today. There's still Mark Twain impersonators around. One of the most interesting characters to ever be encountered in Star Trek, I think. The episode of, or actually it was a double episode, it was a two-parter of TNG where they traveled backwards to San Francisco, and Mark Twain ended up in the future on the Enterprise. But I remember in school reading his book, Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court, and I thought that was hilarious, the idea of an American ended up in the times of King Arthur. I just thought that the whole idea of somebody from modern times, well, modern for Mark Twain, ended up in the times of King Arthur was hilarious. But of course, he didn't actually, I don't think, actually travel through time. He was just hit really hard on the head. But anyway, but yeah, I remember mentioning that in the original version of this video for Day 31. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to, whoa, keep slowing down, stay on the road. Yeah, I remember that curve there too. But anyway, but what was funny was the next day I came across some free books, and one of them that I actually got to take was a copy of A Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. So I just thought it was funny that there I was mentioning that A Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court was one of my favorite Mark Twain books, and then 2 days later a free copy of it landed in front of me. At the same time, I actually found a copy of another book, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Jules Verne. I remember reading that book when I was in high school. Yeah, that was an interesting, I had an interesting assortment of books that I read when I was in high school voluntarily. We were told we had to read books, and those were the books that I picked out. Another one that a few years ago I actually found a copy online and bought it was a book called Rocket Ship Galileo by Heinlein, who's the same person who wrote the what's the name of the series that they turned into a movie? Oh goodness, why can I not remember the name of that movie? Because I quoted, I'm doing my part. Are you? Starship Troopers. Why did I forget that? Anyway, same guy. Also wrote this book called Rocket Ship Galileo about a group of, I think they were high school rocket club students who, together with some scientists, built a nuclear-powered rocket to the moon. Where they found some rather unpleasant people already up there. Yeah, I read some weird books when I was in high school. Also read Around the World in 80 Days when I was in high school, and I enjoyed that book too. I have a copy of it. What was sad was we were told we had to read these books and then take a test on them. And I really enjoyed reading those books, and then I would take the test. And the results of the test showed that I had not read the books. Which is weird because what it really got down to was I'm being pulled in to be inspected. Yeah, there's that engine brake sound I was talking about earlier. Not sure I like that as much as the base game engine sound on the Mac. Of course, the Mac engines don't have a Jake brake. There goes loan payment, which means that it is 12:30. Yeah, loan went through later today than it did on Friday, but that's expected. I made it through the inspection fine. So we got a little over 7 hours of driving time left in the day because I have to stop driving by 8 p.m. and a little less than 6 hours of so a little more than 7 hours of driving time, a little less than 6 hours until I've reached the destination according to the top info bar. So should make it plenty of time. But yeah, I would have to take a test over the book I just read, and then I would fail the test, and I was like, read the book. Tell you anything you want to know about the book. Obviously, I could not tell a lot of things that they wanted to know about the book. But it was weird things like, what color was Peter's shoes in chapter 3? And it's like, who cares? But I guess somebody cared. Apparently it had some And I think what it gets down to is that it was things that had meaning that I just wasn't picking up on. And there's a lot of things like that that, you know, details that have a meaning that the author intends for you to infer that I just don't get it sometimes. I've gotten better about that over the years, but back then, like, words to songs that I was like, what does that even mean? And it's not like songs that you misunderstand what the words are. It's songs that I knew what the words meant. Or, no, I knew what the words were. Hey, Cape Girardeau. Okay, another city discovered. I understood what the words of the song were. I didn't understand what they meant when you put them all together. And, figures of speech type things that I just struggled with. Which may be why I found some books to be hilarious when they were actually supposed to have been serious. I'm not sure. There is an F-16 over here by the airport, south of Cape Girardeau. And it looks like there's been some kind of accident over there. Hope nobody was hurt. Still hoping that somebody will think of the AI children in the backs of the AI cars. But anyway, so almost back into Arkansas. This job will get me almost down to southern Arkansas, Pine Bluffs. So from there, I'll be on the next video, which will be in game Tuesday. For you, it will be next Wednesday. I'll be moving on down to Louisiana, hopefully all the way to New Orleans is my goal. And when I get there, I'll pick up a new trailer. Now, one of the issues that is going to come up is going to be that when Illinois is released, and I get that new truck, the truck will have to go into the garage in New Orleans. I only have one garage slot, so I'll have to sell this truck first, then buy the Volvo V&L. It'll have to go in the slot in New Orleans. So that means that before I can head back north, I'll have to be in New Orleans to get that truck. Checking the GPS window down there. That's going to make things interesting. And also, when you switch trucks, you have to reattach the trailer. Now, these are in-game limitations. I could ignore all of that, and wherever I am, pretend with some good old creative storytelling, pretend that the truck has been delivered to me wherever I am at that time. And the way I would accomplish that is by teleporting from New Orleans once I have that new truck attached to the lowboy trailer that I'm going to buy. Teleport back to the exact place I was in this truck. Didn't hit that one. But anyway, don't like the idea of teleporting to accomplish that. But well, no, it's a game limitation, like I said. I would prefer to be able to just pick up the Volvo in the city where I am when I sell the Mac. What is that? Oh, it's probably some kind of factory making concrete or something. Are they hauling dryer lint like I am? Not really sure what they're hauling. I'm gonna just stay right here because, well, no, the slower traffic seems to have turned off. Anyway. So yeah, of course there is always the chance that the day will come that the new VNL is released. I'll go to buy it online, which I have the ability to do. I've checked that already. I can buy trucks online in ATS. That feature has been unlocked. But I may go to buy one and find out that the lowest priced option for a VNL with a sleeper cab is out of my price range, even if after selling this truck. And if that happens, I'm going to be very sad. But that gets back to, that's why I'm wanting to average $1,500 or more per in-game day. And this job is going to take all day, but it is $1,600, so close to the end of this job, though. Actually, I was expecting, I remember that hill. Yeah, this is the hill. Oh, okay. This is the hill that I had a little concern about getting up this hill, coming the opposite direction, coming north from Pine Bluff. Alright, so that means that over here to the right is the sandwich shop. Yeah. have the hot sandwiches over there. Also, Fisherman's Paradise, apparently. And empty parking lot over there on the left. Which, for some reason, is graphical in-game because it's on the map. I'm not sure what that's about. Would have been a good place for maybe a rest stop or something. There are places like that all over the map, though, that are just like empty parking lots with no trigger points or anything. So it makes me wonder if maybe they got a purpose for them coming someday, some way, somewhere. But, we'll just have to find out about that in the future. And I'm setting the cruise to 60, which is 5 over the limit. Don't think I'll get a ticket going, what, less than 10% over the limit. There's a combine over there, some grain bins. This is an interesting 2-lane road because it has the wide shoulder. Gotta stop up here though. Most of the 2-lane roads around where I live do not have wide shoulders like that, although some do. Nobody come. Alright. But yeah. So this load of dryer lint, or no, cotton lint, is not going over here to the farm where I was last week on the way north, and also in the original video that I deleted, that delivery was actually coming back to that farm. And is that truck, what is, I don't even pretend to know what the AI traffic is doing anymore. Somehow I have made it back here, and no train coming right now. Made it back here, and I wasn't able to get here in one episode in the first attempt. It took an extra probably 15 minutes of playing time, real world time, to get here. So it didn't speed all that much. I can't really explain that. Here's the Arkansas River. I think I commented on wondering what this was the last time I came across it. Oh yeah, this is because this is a photo opportunity location, and there's a video scene down below it. going a little too fast here. Oh, oh yeah, I don't want to be going too fast here because way back last summer, there was a video where I took this corner too fast. And it was also at night. Didn't take the corner too fast this time. Everything's fine. I've actually been here before in this profile. Guess that would have been last week. Don't really remember it, but oh, we're back. Okay, alright, here we go. It's like a ultra low emissions. Definitely not Union Pacific. Let me see where to park. Okay, over by the river. I'm guessing that's still the Arkansas River. You know, something that I've been wondering lately. Oh, this is wrong direction. It's why the real world companies and signs, billboards, those mods don't seem to affect trains. I remember them affecting the railroad train names. How am I supposed to get in there? Let me, I tell you what. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm going to have to back in all the way. I've done this before, so not sure if it was here or at another similar location. But yeah, I thought I remember one of the mods putting real world names on the trains. But apparently either that isn't the case now or I'm remembering wrong. I'm just going to casually drive while hanging out the window here. And I have to be careful backing up here because I don't want to drive the trailer off the side of the dock. I mean, at least it's not my trailer this time. If it does go off the side, I can always just disconnect and drive away. Yeah, that's not working. Alright, I think I should be able to get this taken care of this time. Yeah, there it goes. Let me get that window all the way up. All right, let's see what we get. All right, so yeah, it's not even 7 o'clock. Got the load delivered nearly $1,700. Look at all that XP. Next job should get me all the way to level 13. That'll be nice. So, until then, thanks for watching and have a nice day.